Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make roast chicken in my Instant Pot. I'm using the 6-quart Instant Pot Duo, and I have a 6-pound chicken here. First thing we're going to do is turn the Instant Pot to saute, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of grass-fed tallow. You can see it's a little bit yellow in color. That's because this comes from Jersey steers that we raise here on our own farm. They're noted for their yellow kind of fat. You'll even see it in the steaks a lot when you cook them. So go ahead and put that in there. We're going to go ahead and let that heat up. We'll know it's ready when this says hot and the oil will be shimmering in there. So while that heats up, we just want to pat dry our chicken. This is going to do a couple things for us. This will help the seasoning to stick better onto the skin, and it's going to help with the browning too. If you don't dry it off, it has to evaporate all that water off first before it starts browning. And that browning is actually what's called a Maillard reaction. It's a chemical process, and I'll include a link in the video if you're interested. That's what helps develop that really nice kind of meat flavor that you like, especially on seared steaks. Just pat it dry all over. Just grab a wad of paper towels and try to get in all the little nooks and crannies everywhere. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so for our spice rub, we have a tablespoon of thyme, tablespoon of rosemary, a half teaspoon of rubbed sage, half teaspoon each of black pepper, cayenne pepper, and salt. Use our fork, mix that up. Mix it up really well. And we just want to sprinkle this all over our chicken, and especially on the breast area. We're going to brown this breast side down inside the Instant Pot. And what that's going to do with the spices is really help those bloom. You'll smell it nice and fragrant. Just kind of spread it all around here. We want to rub it in, kind of get some of those powdered spices kind of worked into the skin here. And this one actually came kind of with some pre-cut slashes in the skin to kind of help some of that fat render in and some of those spices to get into the meat itself. I'll flip it over, get the other side. You can hear our tallow starting to heat up over there, a little popping and cracking. This should do nicely here, just kind of all over. Rubbing it in again as we go. And you can do some other things too if you want to put some cloves of garlic inside the cavity, maybe a lemon. You know, you could also put some celery stalks and slices of onion and carrots in there. Maybe if you wanted to make some chicken stock afterwards using the bones once you've carved the chicken. Alright, let's check on our oil. Looks pretty good here. And we're not quite to temperature yet. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is kind of develop a handle here with the chicken legs. I've got just a piece of baker's twine. I'm going to wrap around the legs. This will help to flip it over, to manipulate it. Hopefully it'll help at the end too. Sometimes this gets so just fall off the bone tender. It's hard to get with a pair of tongs. So we'll see if this helps us out here. So you just want to kind of grab the legs, and it doesn't have to be any kind of fancy knot, just a square knot once we get it on there. Tie it up and cut off the ends here. Just set them aside for right now. Now the other nice thing is this kind of brings up this breast meat above the legs. So as we put it in the Instant Pot here, we're going to have full contact with the bottom to get it nice and brown. All right, let's check back. Oh, and it says it's hot, so it is ready. So I'm just going to go ahead here and slip it in the Instant Pot again, breast side down. Alright, we hear that good sizzle, and we're going to leave that in there for about 5 to 7 minutes till it gets nice and brown on the bottom.
All right, let's go ahead and flip over our chicken, see how the browning's coming. That looks pretty good. It looks like we tore off maybe a little bit of the skin, but that's okay. All right, now that we've browned it, we want to go ahead and add 2 cups of chicken broth.
All right, next we're going to put our lid on. We want to make sure that our lid is set here to sealing. We've got our seal in place. I love the sound that this thing makes. I'm a kind of a tech guy, so I'll let you know the lid's on, that it's now in the sealed position, and we're going to go ahead and set it for poultry. Turn off saute. Poultry. We're going to increase our time to 25 minutes. We'll let it go. We'll hear a beep here in a minute, confirming that it's accepted the settings, and then it's time to play the waiting game. There we go. In a few minutes, it'll come up to temperature. We'll see the little indicator thing here pop up, and the timer will start and count down, and I'll see you then. All right, so what you just saw is the indicator pop up showing that it was coming up to pressure. A couple minutes after that, you'll see our timer actually starts to count down. At whatever time you said. It's been 1 minute since it started counting down here. So again, we'll just start waiting now. That sound tells us that our Instant Pot just went into keep warm mode. Now there's still pressure inside the Instant Pot, so we have 3 options of how to release this. One is the natural method, where we just let it go into keep warm mode. We wait about 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes, all the pressure will be gone, we'll be ready to release. We can do a 10-minute natural release method, where we do this for just 10 minutes. We rotate the valve here from the sealed mode to the venting mode. Or we could just do a quick release, which is what I'm going to do, and we just flip it off right now. We press the cancel button, flip it into venting mode, and we just let it drain. I'm going to keep the towel on there. It just keeps steam from hitting the ceiling, and it allows me to keep talking to you. Now this will come down fairly quickly, just a few minutes, and we'll just let it go ahead and do what it does. Alright, now for my favorite sound again. Oh, looking good. Now we'll get our tongs. Try to use our little rope handle that we tied here and put it into our serving pot. Oop. We'll use our tongs to lift this guy out of here. Use our little handle. Now what we'll want to do is let this rest for about 10 minutes before we carve it. So there you have it. Roast chicken in the Instant Pot. I'm going to cheat now, take a bite, see how this tastes. Tender, juicy, and delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you have a great day, enjoying great food from a great God. Take care.